Up next on Sci-Fi Fantasy, Greenstrawberry aftermarket parts and masks for the Bandai B-Wing. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiFantasy.com and welcome to another Modeler's Tube review. So today we're going to be taking a look at Greenstrawberry's photo etch parts and also their masks for the Bandai 1/72nd scale B-Wing Fighter. We're going to do this set first. I know I have other sets, but this is the newest kit out, so we'll take a look at these and let you see what's going on with them. And as always, we'd like to thank Lucas from Greenstrawberry for sending over the products. This way we can check them out and we can show you what's going on. If you're looking for these products or you haven't been there yet, please go to greenstrawberry.cz, which is right over here. Check them out. They got a whole bunch of masks, they got a whole bunch of PE, and they also have a few of their own kits and bases and stuff like that. Whole bunch of cool stuff. So remember, greenstrawberry.cz, check them out. So enough bumbling and mumbling out of me. Let's get over to the bench and check out what's going on with these parts. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the masks for the Bandai kit, but I'm actually not going to take them out of the package. It's the usual package with the cellophane wrapping, the tear-off back, and the hard cardboard. These masks are very hard to see on camera because they're laser cut and the lines are very fine. So when we get to the end of the video or after I show you everything from the PE kit, I'm going to do like I always do. We're going to run through a slideshow and you'll actually get to see these better in picture form so you can see how the cuts are. These come with the circles for the wing, and I think it's another body part, and a strip, and also for the canopy, but you'll see those when we get to them. So let's get to the PE. So what we're going to take a look at now is the 1/72nd scale B-Wing Starfighter photo etch set for the Bandai kit from Greenstrawberry. Comes in the cellophane like I showed you before, the hard cardboard backing, and the kit comes inside, and we're going to rip this guy open and actually show you what else comes in here. So let's get to the getting. As usual, we'll go through the instruction manual first, and up top it shows you the PE and the key for everything, and then it goes into building stuff. It goes into building the stand, and then you flip it open. It's got for the cockpit, outside wings, for the engine nozzles, for the canopy, and then a few more parts inside the canopy. And then it looks like for the guns, and on the inside of the gun or the outside of the gun it has more parts. Staircase, another part for the outside of the weapon system, more for the barrels, and then it shows you how to use the stands at the bottom. And then over here it's to keep the wings locked in the outer position. And then at the bottom here it's another piece which kind of looks like it may be damaged, and for the limited edition I really can't tell what that is. I gotta actually ask Lucas what that part is, because it's kind of scraped up over here, kind of looking like damage, but I'm not sure. So let's check out the PE, maybe we could tell from there. So here we'll take a look at the PE sheet, and as always we're going to show you a slideshow more in depth of the PE sheet because it is harder to see on camera. So over here you have the legs for the stand. You also have, this is the staircase, more pieces for the stand over here. And then you have the rings on the outside for the engine nozzles. You have seat belts over here, more cockpit interior over here. Also the brace for the canopy over here, another strip for the canopy here, and some more smaller parts for the inside of the ship. A little ladder over here. Everything is finely detailed as always with Greenstrawberry. Everything looks really crisp and sharp. The only thing is these are smaller because it's a 1/72nd scale kit, so it's a little more delicate, so you have to be careful with when you're using these, bending them, pulling them off so they don't go flying on you. Here goes some parts for the outside of the gun on the B-Wing. So it looks really, really nice. And now that piece I was talking about, excuse me, is actually number 41 on your sheet. You'll see it labeled as number 51 on the direction sheet. So if you're looking for 51 on the directions, don't look for 51. You're going to actually look for 41. It's this piece right here. And it actually does look damaged. It looks chipped up on the sheet. And I'm going to really have to check that out close because that's pretty cool that they put a damaged part on there. It looks really good. Got a lot of detail. You put a little wash on there. That'll bring out all the chipping that's there itself. So let's take a look at one more part that I didn't even mention at the beginning of this video. And one part that I forgot to mention that I had is the Vacuform canopy for the B-Wing Starfighter. So let's take a look at this one. So what comes in the box is the instruction sheet, which we'll go over as usual. And here it shows you what's in there, the key, and how to do it. What's going to come in the box is actually a masking sheet and the bubble, the vacuum formed canopy, and it shows you where to remove everything. And I'll show you a little bit better when I pull out the canopy to show you where everything is going to be cut off. They actually made it nice because I would have messed up trying to cut this guy off. And down here is just where you're going to put on your masks. This way you can paint the canopy and make it look good. So this is the mask that comes in the set for the canopy, and this is pretty much why I wasn't going to open up the other masking set, because you can't see anything besides the masking. The fine lines are cut so nicely that you can't even see them. So when we get to a slideshow, you're going to see the masks and it'll show you better how they're cut, and this way you get a look at those. So let me show you the canopy. And this is the Vacuform canopy from Greenstrawberry. You can see the nice little bubble in there. Now, what I was saying was nicely done is on the instructions it shows the shaded in part, and if you can see the lines cut into the cast, that's actually showing you where you should cut this out. The canopy looks really good. The only thing I see is that it is clear, but it is nowhere near as crystal clear as the B-Wing's canopy itself. That is much, much clearer than this. But that could be because this is vacuum formed and it's, you know, might not be as clear. But what you could do, and hopefully it'll get it a lot clearer, is you can use the Future or Pledge floor wax on it, dip it in there and get a nice shine on there and make it look clear, but it's definitely not as clear as the original B-Wing canopy itself. Well, like I said, that could be just because it's a different type of material, but it is clear. The first thing we're going to start the slideshow out with is the B-Wing Starfighter Vacu Canopy. And in this picture, you can see the canopy facing towards the right, and you can also see the markings in the canopy itself. This way you know where to cut out and leave the rest of the canopy. This way you don't ruin anything. In the second photo, you can see the canopy masked off. This way you can see the bars of the canopy. This way you can paint them and you can have those in there. And in the third picture, the canopy is just facing the opposite direction of the first picture, and you can see the cutouts on that side. This way you can cut out the piece and use it. Like I said before, the real canopy in hand was not that clear. Just use Future or Pledge and you'll get that nice clear shine on there and it'll look a lot better. The next thing we're going to look at in the slideshow is the B-Wing Starfighter masks. And in the first picture here, this is what I wanted to show you because on the camera, because they're laser cut, you really can't see the line work. But this shows you where the circles and the bars are and also the canopy masking. This way you can take care of all of that. And if you're not sure where something is on the sheet, you can always come to Greenstrawberry, look at this picture. This way you have reference to where you want to take something off. This way you can put it on the ship and paint. In the next photo, you can see the stripe behind the canopy to the rear of the ship and also the circle on the wing. In this photo, you can see the circles on the wing and also the stripes towards the rear of the canopy. And in this final shot, you get a better view of the stripes behind the canopy towards the rear of the ship and also the circles on the wing. In this next portion of the slideshow, we're going to go over the PE for the B-Wing Starfighter. And in this first picture, you can see the fret sheet and all of the pieces a lot clearer. You can see the stand, the ladders, the piece with damage on it. For the engine nozzles, everything that was on that sheet is also on here. And if you notice on this sheet, like I was saying on the directions, it's marked as 51, but it's actually 41 on the sheet. In this next picture, you can see the canopy up, some of the PE inside the cockpit itself, and also the ladder off of the side of the cockpit if you're going to use this in a display diorama. Here you can see the bar that holds up the wing. And also towards the bottom right of the picture, you can see the stand that'll hold it up if you're going to lay it down or use it in, like I said before, a diorama that's in a hangar bay or something like that. You can also see the open canopy and a little bit of the PE in there. Here's a better shot of the PE that's being used to hold up the ship. Here you can see the PE being used on the side of the cannon and also on the barrel front. And also you can see the PE inside the engine nozzles. And in this photo you can see the ladder stand, or the maintenance stand I should say, and also the PE on the side of the wing. just so it adds that little bit of extra detail, especially if you're building this type of diorama. So that's it for this video review. Thanks again to Lucas and Greenstrawberry for sending over the parts. We really appreciate it. And again, getting these parts will add that much more detail to the kit. The PE is nice, the masks are really good. The canopy is nice too, and if you use the Pleasure Future on it, it's definitely going to get it to that high gloss finish and it'll look a lot clearer than it actually does. So check these out, go over to Greenstrawberry. Get the stuff you need for your starships. He has a lot and he always has more coming out, and it's great products, fast shipping, good prices. So if you have any questions or comments, just throw them in the comments section below and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And we hope to see you all over at modelerstube.com. Come register, throw your videos up there, and also come over to sci-fi-fantasy.com and join the community no matter what type of model you're building, because we're opening the community up to everybody. I hope you all have a great night. Take care and bye-bye.